Hey everybody, Brandon with Bearded CB82. I know it's been a little while since I've done a video and things have just been a little bit hectic. So things are still going on in the shop. Sorry for not getting around to comments as well. But anyways, on today's video, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start discussing different types of toolbox organizational features, items, things you can use. Do things take up more space or less? And a lot of other options in here as well. Now, as typical Bearded CB82 fashion, today's going to start off with a little bitty shout out. Who's that shout out? Well, I have the mail call for that shout out right here. One Mechanic DOT. DOT Mechanic out in Ohio, working on pretty much everything that they have to offer. One heck of a shop. The shop that he works in is probably 3 or 4 times bigger than this shop. So, without further ado, let's see what we got here. I think we got some channel swag maybe. Oh, it looks like might be a letter too. So, let's see what we have here. Try not to show any addresses. Yeah, that's that. Put that there, and boy, he taped this up darn good too. Okay. Decal and magnet inside. Thanks, One Mechanic. Thank you. I've been following him for a while, a little bit here on YouTube, a little bit on Instagram as well. So I'll put links to his channel and his Instagram down below. And ooh. So here's what his sticker looks like. Focus! And then, same thing with his magnet. How about that? Well, we know where the magnet's going to go. You know, part of the toolbox organizational features as I mess with my phone settings. Ugh. All right, sorry about that. So, we're going to go ahead. We're going to put him right there. Oops. There we go. And then, as with all the other stickers, channel stickers and extra magnets go on the gun cabinet at home. I'll have to get another picture of that and put that in one of these videos here down the road. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead, get you guys switched around so you see kind of what I'm talking about. Okay, so first off, obviously, is going to be your socket organization. There's a lot of different options out there for you. Hanson Global, which makes these socket holders for Snap-on. As you can see, the pink one here is a Snap-on specific color. Also, they do make the 3-tiered ones. I haven't seen these available on the open market yet, just through Snap-on. Maybe one of the other tool dealers has them as well. Q air compressor. And I did get the one, and it's been really good. I do like these styles. Some people don't. I've never had an issue with these styles of socket holders, but there are some features that some do and don't have. Now, the one thing after I did get just the one was this one's still in its original plastic tray from Snap-on for the half deeps. So I compared the size of this along with this to this, and there was no difference in size between the amount of inch in depth that these two together make up for the chromes as what this 3-tier does. So it's takes up the same amount of space as this and this together. That's just one of those things. One thing I do like about the Hanson Global is that you do have your sizes, standard or metric, labeled on the top. And then let me pull you out of the tripod here and show you something else. As compared, this is a Cobalt one, and I've had that for a very long time. 1/2-inch drive. I keep certain ones flipped over so I know what size is what. Just because the sizes are way down on the base. Sometimes it's real nice just to be able to look. Oh, yep, there's a 9/16, or oh, yep, there's the 1/2-inch, and you can go from there. 1/4 inch on the Hanson Global is the same thing. And the Hanson Global, you can find them at Menards, find them on Amazon, find them at a lot of other retailers, are cheaper through those retailers, and they are made in the US, than they are through Snap-on. Snap-on does have a lifetime warranty on those. The Cobalt one does have a lifetime warranty on that, and I do have other sizes at home as well, and they've been working good. But the one thing about Snap-on is you can also get whatever color you want to match your box or other tools that you have to your flavor. Like I said, I got the pink one here. Then another thing that we're going to talk about for sockets, well, that one's kind of stuck in there. Socket rails. I've got this one on a socket rail there. Sometimes they'll stick. But this is a Cobalt socket rail, and I've had this since around 2008 or 2009-ish, 2008 maybe, and it's fine. You can interchange these however you want. For instance, let me grab this other one here. Sorry for the hold up, folks. Yeah, we'll deal with that on Monday. But another one that I have here, obviously Cobalt, same thing. I've got several of these and have had very little issues with them over time. You can put some 1/2 inches on here, like these are the 1/2 inch ones. These are the Matco ones I need warrantied out should they ever decide to stop by. But I do like the socket rails for a grab and go system, as you see here. So Cobalts I've not had really any issues with. I enjoy them. And then also for your socket storage, another option that you have are the trays. Let me get that socket out of the way. I know, a lot of sockets. Now these trays can come in handy. They're, again, certain dealers you can get certain colors off of to match your toolbox and whatever else. That one I managed to pick up a pink one. It was the Blue Point one. It was like $30-some. But these, you've got different types as well. This one's obviously the metal ones that hold on to the sockets, but the retainers have been working good. So no problems with this particular one. So there are options, a lot of ways to fit a lot of tools into a smaller space. Definitely, I recommend the Hanson Global personally, or the Cobalt, which, like I said before, haven't had any issues with these guys. It all depends on how you handle your sockets coming in and out of the toolbox. Sometimes you're in a rush and you go to grab one. I could see how some people might snap one of these off. It's just how you handle it. Now on to wrenches. Okay, so I've got the OEM tools for my regular box and open-end wrenches and the extra long capris, and these have been working good. Also handles dog bones. In addition to that, I do have the Toolbox widgets, which did come in handy for expansion, as you can see down here for some of the larger sizes here as well. This has been working pretty good for a setup for me for this drawer. I like it. I'm able to have plenty of full length and keep everything relatively compact, as I've got my bigger ones all the way up to the side here. No problems there. Sometimes you do get these little kits. Some of the stuff that comes with your wrenches or other tools, if they're minimalistic, such as this one, we'll take a look at some other ones as well. They take up very little space. Everything is in a tight little package. Keeps that stuff organized pretty well. And then this drawer. All right, so I'm going to try this again. Driver came through and I forgot where I was at. So, Toolbox widgets, they obviously work pretty good. Any way you really want to set them up, you're pretty much able to do that, and you can definitely pack your wrenches in here. Not a problem for sure. These were given to me by Justin ATV, and they've been phenomenal. Very appreciative of it, because you can intertwine them. Set them up however you want, whatever sizes you want, however long, whichever way. They're definitely modular, and I've been enjoying them. And like I was saying, on some of the OE kits that you get with your other tools, like this one came with the Capri thin wrenches. It's very minimalistic. You can adjust them however you want them to lay in here, and also intertwine. As I get something stuck under there, piece of number 9 wire, get that out, and you can definitely save space by doing something similar as well. Now, screwdriver options, some of you guys saw before. I just pretty much had my screwdrivers and picks just laying kind of together, and courtesy of Justin, it kind of forced me to do some stuff as well. The Olsa tools holder, that it runs perfect, the full length. I didn't have to trim any off of this here. There goes the pump. So I didn't have to trim any off of the holder. The holder's been working great. I really like it. Works very good in conjunction because it raises stuff up. I can slide stuff underneath or other screwdrivers. And then you have your toolbox widgets with the spacers. Those are working really good as well. Okay, pump quit. Both of them work very good, and you can, there again, adjust them to however you want to fit your needs on either of these. I know that these do run kind of spendy, but it's going to be up to your budget and what you have to work with on hand. I forget what the Olsa organizer itself runs right off the bat. I know you can get them from Amazon and off their website as well. Use code Bravo Sierra Bravo 10 for 10% off on their website. I know, shameless plug, but they did provide these to me. Been using the screwdrivers, been liking them so far. Haven't had any issues with their screwdrivers. Now, other options, plier racks. This is just half of one rack that I cut the other half off. I have the other half at home because of the space that I had to work with when I was kind of doing some organizing. Plier racks, in order to keep everything up, I do think work awesome. And they're fairly inexpensive. It was, what, maybe $15 or $20 for the full length rack from this off the tool truck. OEM Tools has one that's about the same size that you can get as part of a kit. I know the other guy has one that came with the kit that had the wrench holders and all sorts of other jazz and a tray, fairly decently priced. And there again, using toolbox widgets modularly to hold my pry bars, my curly Q pick, and to keep my scrapers in line. Toolbox widgets aren't just for just screwdrivers or wrenches. You can use them a lot of different ways. So there's some more options that you can have, and then you can always pile however you want stuff piled up. Now real quick on extensions. At home I got my other trays there, and I use those. These hard plastic trays, they can take up a lot of space. And for instance, I had a couple piled on top of here, plus this one beside it for my extensions, the Wobble Pluses and the Impact extensions, and they were kind of unruly as far as how they were going, having to lift one up to grab a specific one. The Toolbox widgets here again, and no, I'm not paid by Toolbox widgets. A buddy of these sent me to me. I made these work out. These are the screwdriver ones for me quite well in this fashion. I'm pretty sure there's another type of organizational tool out there you can use akin to this. Maybe you just want them rolling loose. I've done that before, and it's going to depend. But these trays do hold up really well. I will say that if you've got the room for them, hey, no problem. Rock with them because they work good. But this really, how I did this, really opened up this whole area for a lot more on this. Pretty much doing the same thing with the wrenches, did the same thing with the extensions, and it worked out really good. So I'm pleased how this did turn out. No problems with it. And yes, the toolbox widgets, they do have that indicator, and yes, that has come in handy before for me, because I about left a 7/16 on my roll chair when I was putting stuff away. So there's options out there. It's going to depend on a lot of things. Those things are pretty much easy. Your budget, space you got to work with, tools, how you want them to organize them, and there's no right or wrong way to organize your toolbox. It's what works for you. Keep that in mind. As for me, how I've got this set up for now, damn air compressor, I'm pretty happy with it. And every 6 or 7 months, there's always going to be something changing in your box, and you're going to be reorganizing stuff anyways, forever, pretty much. My home box, I really don't reorganize that a whole lot, but this one will occasionally have stuff rotated in, rotated out. It's a never-ending chore. Even if I had an Epic, it'd still probably be the same. I want to move stuff over here, move stuff for flow, high use stuff up top, low use stuff down below. That's just how I prefer it. Other people might be the exact opposite, and like I said, it's going to be what works for you. So any questions on any of this stuff, by all means, please feel free to ask them. I know I've not been lazy on getting around to the comments. It's just getting around to responding to most of those has just been, things been hectic right now, along with how they are for everybody else. Other stuff's going on. So other than that, stay safe, stay clean. Yeah, hand sanitizer, rubbing alcohol, Lysol. Use brake clean if you have to. Stay clean, wash your hands, stay safe. Hope everybody has a good weekend, because remember, shop safety is just as important as firearm safety. You screw something up, somebody could die. And the same thing goes for all this COVID-19 shit. Take care.